Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Welcome back to my last Eternals video for a little while. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at all of the Deviants that you'll get if you buy all 4 Eternals sets. Every set comes with at least 1 Deviant, although the biggest set comes with 2. And I have to say, these are pretty decent builds, and as far as LEGO villain armies go, you get a really good-sized one from this wave. So as you can see, you get a range of Deviants. They come in all shapes and sizes in the movie, and they are kind of shapeshifters. They take on the appearance of like the animal that they kill. So that's really interesting. It's kind of hard to identify what all of them are though. So this one is a quadruped. This one is, well, technically it's I forget what 6 is, but it's got 6 legs, so it's not a quadruped. But like these are the bulkier, kind of heavier ones that are lower to the ground. Then we've got Crow, who is the leader and the only sentient deviant. Then we've got this flying guy and this little deviant bat down here. It's kind of hard to identify which ones are from what part in the movie, but I'm going to do my best. So these guys are the flyers. Like I said, this is described as a deviant bat. I guess I can see it with the feet and, with the little claws up here, or horns, I guess. Both of these share the same printed piece, which is nice. I believe that this bat is the one that attacked Icarus in South America at Druig's compound. And I'll try not to do any spoilers in this video, but I'm just going to be talking about, like what scenes the Deviants are from. So if that is what I think it is, then that's pretty accurate. But then I don't know what this guy is. The box art shows Icarus and Sprite fighting it, but Icarus and Sprite fought Crow in London, and that's the only time that they really fight a Deviant together. So I don't know where it's from, but this does give you, this is the one from the smallest set, by the way, and so it does set the tone for the Deviants. You've got the gold, sand green, teal, black, dark blue, and dark red color scheme, which is kind of a lot. But I think it works, and I really love the satin black pieces used for the wings. It's a great build. It's kind of a pain in the butt to assemble, but it's a great build. However, I do think that these two are my least favorite Deviants, because while I really like the wings, I just don't like how awkward this guy looks. I feel like I can't position him without it seeming like he's trying to grab something in front of him. I don't know. It's just kind of strange. And again, so I can't really tell which part of the movie this guy is from, although I guess this could be the South America Deviant, but there aren't that many flying ones. And this doesn't look anything like the one in the beginning, the one that kind of looks like a dinosaur in Mesopotamia. But I think that that's what LEGO was going for. So I hope we eventually find out which one this is. Next up, we've got the bulkier fellows. So the one on the left over here, I believe is the one on the roof of Druig's compound in South America, the one that Icarus was fighting. It had a really long tail, and it did have kind of a beak, and so I feel like this guy does have a beak. But the one in the movie had a much kind of sleeker, thinner, longer body. But then again, this guy has a tail different from every other one, and that Deviant in the movie did have a very distinctive tail. So I don't know, but I really like this one's head just because it's so weird. Again, these two share the same eye print. You can't move the upper part of the head, but I do like that beaked look. It's just different. What I don't like are the feet. I just don't like those Technic pieces. I feel like it looks kind of awkward. But I do appreciate that we get a lot of variety. I think that this Deviant was kind of useless. I don't think LEGO needed to make this. I think we would have been fine without it. But I think it does complement this gorilla-like one well. And this is the one that the Eternals fought at the gates of Babylon. So that was an awesome scene. And I do think that this is just one of the coolest Deviants in just in pure design terms. I think that the head was missed a little bit because you can see it in the trailers, and I think that its horns are much more impressive in the movie. But overall, the head isn't bad. It's got a lot of articulation, which I definitely appreciate. And then I just really like the sticker designs. I think the back legs are very interesting, kind of insect-like, and then I do like, kind of the gorilla arms. So I think that this one is actually my second favorite Deviant out of all of these builds. And lastly, we've got Crow. I have strong feelings on Crow. Again, trying not to give any spoilers, but I thought that he's the worst villain Marvel's ever given us. Holy cow. The most useless thing I've ever seen. He shouldn't have even been in the movie if he was going to be so useless, in my opinion. And that is a huge shame because I love this build. I think that this is easily the best Deviant build, and it's my favorite of these small kind of creature builds that LEGO does, or even even class them as a mini mech. Definitely my favorite of those, but I was thinking more along the lines of Groot and Steppenwolf. He's definitely my favorite. I love all of like the barbs and tendrils and everything coming out of him. I love the color scheme. Again, I love how they smooth over his back to actually make it look not bad. I love his one giant arm with all of the tentacles. And I really, really love his new head mold, which I think is pretty much perfect. He is way too big. It honestly would have been better if LEGO just did Crow. If they were willing to make a new piece, he should have just been a minifigure with like a back attachment and then like a tall head mold, and that would have worked perfectly. Because he's not this big in the movie. Again, compare him to Thena. He's supposed to be like 8 feet tall or something like that, but not like so much taller. But yeah, I am kind of sad though, just because I like this build so much, but I didn't like him in the movie. And I mean, that doesn't stop him from being a good build. I think the only inaccurate part of him really is that he doesn't have more tentacles out of the back, because like the man had like a huge mess of tentacles. He was almost like an octopus coming out of his back. So I actually might try to modify that, because I think it would make him look better. And I also kind of just wish that he had consistency between the hands. Like I wish that he still had tendrils on this hand as well, because I think these just like kind of blunt-ended fingers don't look the best. But yeah, as far as LEGO bad guys go, especially for Marvel sets, I think that these are really nice. Like I said in my Eternals collection video, I don't really think that we needed much else from the movie. Like, focusing the builds around the Deviants was really the smartest thing to do, because like they're just like wacky creatures that all have such different designs. And I'm really glad that we got so many cool pieces out of the deal. Like, we got new prints, we got a new mold, we got like these awesome satin trans black blades. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Like, no matter your feelings on the movie, I think that you got a really good sized villain army. And if I was a kid and I bought like these 4 sets, I would just love playing with all of these. But you don't need to buy all 4 sets, honestly. Even if you just get the 2 smallest ones, so that would be these 2 Deviants, that's still like a very sizable, like, you know, fighting, you know, thing for your minifigures. Like, I don't know what to call it, but it's still, like, they're still good antagonists for the minifigures. And I like that, because with the exception of the Bat, it does kind of feel like it would take 10 Eternals to take each of these guys down. So that's why I wanted to do a separate video on the Deviants, because I do like these builds. I feel like people have kind of overlooked the Eternals sets, and I hope that that's going to change now that the movie is out. So let me know which Deviant you guys like the best, and I hope to see you guys with more Eternals videos in the future, because I thought that this was just a slam dunk of a LEGO theme, even if the movie was a little bit more mixed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.